It's weekly challenge time. It's the whole 9 yards challenge. Now we have got Sniper Morgan as the leader. He's the star hero. May as well just have a fully ranged team then. So I'm bringing Yumiko. I'm bringing Mr. Mercer. I'm going to try out Rick's assault rifle. I haven't given this a go yet. It sure does look gnarly. Let's give it a try. I think it must be the rifle that he used in the season 5 premiere, I think it was, when they escaped from Terminus. Absolutely incredible episode that was. I still remember that. Blistering action. Some of the best action I've ever seen on the small screen. But yeah, at one point he gets, I think that's an AK-47. Just starts mowing fools down. And I think that's what that weapon is. So Morgan is the star leader for this week. Is he a fantastic character? Not really. Fact is, normal attacks, when you get to higher levels, they don't really cut it anyway, let alone when you have the reduced damage that you get when you're on Overwatch. Yes, of course, his skill boosts that damage, but when you're overwatching stuff, you're looking at inflicting status effects, just trying to build charge points, maybe that kind of thing, trying to cause damage when you're on Overwatch. It's not going to happen at the higher levels, so it's not a massively useful skill. He's not the worst. Obviously, you can do some things to help him out. So, for example, we have Yumiko on our team. That means that when she shoots, he shoots. You're getting extra attacks. That's pretty great stuff. It's just that in and of himself, he's a legendary character. That's for damn sure. But he hasn't got a particularly good leadership skill. So that was fairly straightforward. Survive 5 turns. You have walkers coming out each turn. Looks like you can escape either to the bottom right or the top left of the screen. That's pretty handy. That's pretty good. I think things that will slow the walkers down are going to be good. Incendiary, is that useful? It's a fairly small map, so there's not going to be an awful lot of time for things to burn and die. You're not going to be able to train them, i.e. lead them around the battlefield that much because it is such a small map. But yeah, anything that's going to stun, slow down, push back, ensnare, pretty good. If you want to keep things quiet, well, you can do that. There are some ranged weapons that can do that. So hunters have things like crossbows, harpoon guns. They're quiet if you didn't want to ramp up the threat. Boxed in. Open the gate. Okay, if you say so. Mercer looks great with that flipping that assault rifle. Okay, yeah, this one. Now remember this one, I've definitely faced this one before. This one gets tricky. This one gets tricky quickly. It's not like that one that we just had is a complete walk in the park either. So maybe not an easy set of missions, these ones. What you can do is, of course, whoever is opening the gate, if you have Yumiko, they will still be able to turn around and shoot if they're in range. Looks like you can get opening that gate and skedaddle before these guys get to you. Maybe, getting to that gate as soon as you possibly can, trying to beat that threat counter, that's an option. But as it gets harder, the threat counter is more full. Tougher enemies spawn in. The threat counter flips over more quickly. So that can definitely be a challenge. You might be looking at having characters like Huntsman Daryl rushing past those walkers, stabbing them, giving them what for. Characters like Herschel and Alpha, because you can sort of move shoot, and then move again. That kind of thing's handy. Beta, go past those walkers, just have them following you like a puppy dog and gaining charge points. That can be pretty useful. If you have weapons that can thump the walkers into walls and things like that, you can stun them. Maybe your bruisers can stun them, or if you've got riot shields, you can herd them as well. There's definitely options, but it's a tough mission. And as ever, if you do happen to struggle with any of these, then just say, and either I or somebody will help. Now this one, yeah, I remember this one. This is one where having the Walker's Mask, Walker Mike, you know, that kind of thing can kind of come in handy, because you can use those to sneak past the walkers. They just come flooding out. Look, even at this level, the threat counter is actually ticking over pretty quickly. I think we get some friends coming out here. Yes, we do. So, I mean, you can fight on through. You can make sure that you've got some characters who can hit really hard. Or go for the sneaky beaky route. And I think really you got to look at ways, look at the characters, look at the tools, look at the weapons that might help you just shove past those walkers one way or another. Sneak past them, delay them, knock them out, whatever you can do, because just fighting past these walkers can be very, very tough. Again, tougher difficulty levels. They're going to come in quicker, at greater numbers. You're going to have unique walker types coming in as well. Tanks, Commonwealth walkers, armoured walkers, that kind of thing. It can really make just trying to fight through with brute force a pretty difficult thing to do. Especially if you want to keep Sniper Morgan as your leader. Okay. 310 stars, 330 stars. What do we get? Oh, okay. Slam dunk, kill the boss walker. Yeah, I'm going to keep this team. If you have big bosses, Mercer, always really, really handy, especially if you give him Carol's cookies. Because with those, he will cause additional damage with his charge attack. Whoa, easy there. Setting things alight. Well, it's a bit more of an option here. We've got a much bigger map, so we'd be able to actually run around these fools. I think I can quite confidently say that this is a somewhat tougher than usual set of maps for the weekly challenge. So you're gonna have to really put the effort in to get a great score. Last weekly challenge, I think most of us in our guild did really, really well. Oh, okay. So, handy little tip there. Kill the target. The mission ends. So, make that metalhead priority number 1. All you got to do is take him out. You can delay, hold up, fend back, whatever. Just keep the other walkers at bay. Kill that metalhead. And then you're out of here. That would be the takeaway tip. If you can set him alight so that turn after turn his health is ticking down, even if it's on a high difficulty, that's a great idea. Truck stop, kill all walkers. Okay, so this is a fairly standard mission type. Although it's a slightly I almost split an infinitive there. It is a unique map type. Not a slightly unique map type. You can't have something slightly unique. Yeah, you got blind corners. Things can jump out on you. What I would say for this one is that there's no time limit. There's no threat counter. Same as all of the kill all walker type missions. So you don't have to rush. You can just get your guys into position, even if that's just sneaking them forward a step at a time. You can do that. Take as long as you need to get your people into the right position. Hey, if you're not sure where the bad guys are, you're not sure if they're going to jump out on you, take a couple of turns. Kill a couple of turns. Just wait. See what happens. See if they come towards you. Not sure how many there are. Just stay there. End turn, end turn, end turn. Until that happens. Now, I'm pretty sure that when we have killed everything, the mission will end. Well, you, sir, are ensnared, so let's do that. Yeah, there we go. You shouldn't struggle on that one. I think ranged characters are, you know, maybe the better option on that, mainly because you can ignite the walkers, run away from them and everything. Just don't let them get the drop on you. Don't round any of those corners too quickly and get ambushed. You have all the time in the world to complete that mission. And you know, what better way to spend your time than playing No Man's Land? Okay, let's see what the last one is. Restroom. Check the restroom. Do I have to? Okay. So that's a pretty good weapon, isn't it? I think for the Decimator, there's just really not much that touches the Decimator. But being able to cripple with your assault weapon it's nice. Definitely nice. Although, to be fair, I mean, the Hazard shotgun and the bulldozer shot, they kind of will do that as well anyway, so it's not that big a deal. What do I want to do? Go there. Go there. You, sir, must be crippled. Let's hit you. Got to remember that we haven't got Sasha as the leader, which means that we don't necessarily get charge points just by hitting targets. Hey-ho. I think, Morgan, you are the man for opening that door. Does this mean that walkers are going to spawn out on us, or do we just have the threat counter to contend with? Looks like it's just the threat counter. Again, as you get to the higher levels, it's increasingly more of a problem. More walkers and tougher walker types will spawn. But I mean, if you can keep quiet, all you've got to do is deal with the walkers that really sort of start on the map. Tricky to do when your star hero, of course, is a naturally noisy type of character, but this, that's where you might want to consider getting things like harpoon guns or other silent hunter-type weapons. Okay, so far so good. We managed to get the star bonus on all of those and all of that good stuff. The difficulty will no doubt ramp up. But if you do have any dramas, then let me know. Somebody will come to your rescue in the comments. It's a tough set, it really is. But see how well you can do. Do it for yourself, do it for your guild. Let's get these rewards. Lovely. As ever, thank you for watching.